Hello and welcome to This Board Game Life. My name is Mark and I'm here for a month in review for June 2025. So on this series, I go back and I just kind of basically tell you what I played in the month and kind of some of just my brief thoughts on the game. And this is going to be a lighter month. I don't think I had as many as normal played this month. But let's dive in and see what has been played. But before we do, please do ask you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you never miss new content. So I started out June with playing A Feast for Odin. This was something I had not played before. It was my first so far only playthrough. And really good game. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, this is a classic. It's I want to say who I know who this is, but I also don't want to be wrong. So I'm going to look it up real quick just to make sure I got the right. Yes, Uwe Rosenberg. That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. So good Uwe Rosenberg game. Yeah, a lot of options. It's a tough game, I think, to learn at first. It's one of those you really need to play many times to see all the options. There are so many different options to playing this game, things that you can do. So it was really fun. I look forward to playing this one again. I did play some more Finspan. This is I would call it the lightest of the Span series. So if you like fish and if you like either Wormspan or Wingspan, this game is for you. It's a much lighter version of either of the other two games, and again takes place in the sea, in the ocean, or the water. So your board, instead of laying out horizontal, it's vertical up and down, and you dive deeper down into the water. Lots of different types of fish, and it's a really fun game. I really do enjoy it. Played some ISS Vanguard, so I did get in a couple of plays of this, and I've now played it in a group, and it's a lot better than playing it solo. I really appreciate playing this in a group much better. So I really look forward to going back. This is a very in-depth, highly overproduced game, if you will. It's an Awakened Realms. So, if you played anything from them, there's a lot, super high quality components. There's a lot to this, and there's many options as you're going through as a team. You have, you're basically selecting your team and doing all these different things to upgrade people and your ship and different things. And you go out and explore these planets and try to find new artifacts and all these different like alien anomalies and different things that you're looking for. And you're trying to complete certain objectives that sometimes you don't know until you come across it in the story of your exploration. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of content, and it's a long game. So it's something that if you're going to think about it, make sure you've got a group that's going to be dedicated to doing it, and plan for quite a bit of time to do it. All right, played some Rumble Nation. This is an area control, and you might be hearing my printer right now. I just started a print job, so it's warming up and makes a little bit of noise at the start here, but it'll quiet down and you shouldn't hear it anymore. But did play Rumble Nation. This is it's an area controlled dice game. So this is pretty fun. I did enjoy that. What I like about it is it's fairly quick. This is probably 30 minutes. I'm going to take a peek here and see what they actually say. 20 to 40 minutes. So I was right there. About a 30-minute game. And you're just putting out you're rolling dice, and then you got like 3 dice, and you're using 2 of them to place people, and the third one is like, depending on the number on that die, as to how many armies that you're going to put in that area. There's some cards that you can take instead of rolling dice that might give you, it should give you a bonus of some sort, but it's really good. Rumble Nation. Played Ruins. So this is a new game from Allplay. And this is from John D. Clare. And this is a card crafting, card shedding game that you are going to you can upgrade cards with these like clear inserts. So all the cards are sleeved, the sleeves come with them, and the cards are two-sided. There's like a day and a night time, and then you got these clear inserts that you can insert to make the cards more powerful, and they get these like um, abilities or powers to them. And then if you get one that's really good and no one else has claimed it, you can like make a claim on it so that in future rounds, whoever gets that card has to give it back to the owner. So if you get a nice powerful one, there is a way to, you can do it twice in a game, claim 2 cards. But again, if someone else is claiming, then and you get those dealt, everyone gets the same number of cards dealt at the beginning. But if you have a bunch of cards in your hand that are for others, then you have to give those up. And so, all right. What else did we play? Loot. So I really liked Loot. This was fun. It is also it can be frustrating because I was trying to build out like there was, I think you had to have like a line of your Vikings to from like a castle or a watchtower or something to another one. And I was trying to do that, and then of course someone else like was able to cut me off, and then I was basically trapped. I couldn't get that chain going as I was hoping. But you're getting these little Vikings, you're placing them out to get resources to put in your little village or your little player board, and there's things that you need to surround certain tiles with to be able to complete that objective to get the points. And it's again another quick game. I'm going to guess 30 minutes on this one as well. 35 minutes, man. I'm on the mark today, but about 35 minutes to play, and it's a really fun little tile placement game. All right, played a couple more from All Play. Oddland. This is you are placing tiles out like a location tile, and each little tile has like 4 regions on it. Some will be the same color, some might be different, but they represent I don't think it's called a biome, but it's like um, a certain type, like a wetland, mountains, things like, let's see what they list them as, terrain. So they're terrain, and they don't say what they are, but it is terrain. So, but you have like there's also these cards out for each like type of animal, and everyone has these one of these animals, and you're trying to place these terrain tiles out, and then you have to place like an animal out, and every animal scores a certain way. So your very first one you place out may not be worth much, but maybe by the end it will, depending on how other players have built out the land tiles and stuff around it. Or it could be wipe it out and it's worth nothing at the end. It's always changing because someone can lay down tiles on top of others, and there's like a rules to it, obviously, but it's an ever changing fun game. I like the game. It's fun. It kind of reminds me of Hanging Gardens, but it's different. I think it adds a little bit more. My only beef on this game is that all the tiles, and maybe this is just because I got the wooden tiles, I got the upgraded components, but the the animals are all a set color. So like everyone's going to have an orange giraffe or whatever. I don't remember. They got weird names for their animals because they're like a cross of like two different animals, and you'll understand when you see the names on the cards. But in fact, let me pull one up here and take a look at it. So there's a whale-elephant. So it's a whale and an elephant, right? So the whale-elephant is blue, and all the characters have that blue whale-elephant that you're going to place out on the board. But then your player color, it's the base. The base of it is in your player color, and for me, it's an issue where I find it really confusing, and I got to just keep reminding myself focus on like on the base, like because you look out there and I play yellow a lot, so then I see a yellow piece or a couple yellow pieces, and that's not my piece unless I'm looking at the base. So sometimes you can kind of get distracted by looking at the animal color, and you can't do that because everyone has the same animals of all the different colors. That's really my only kind of beef about it. I don't know if there's a better way around it, but it was something I struggled with in the play. But the game itself is really fun, and I really do like Oddland. Excuse me. Next is Money. Now this is a reprint. All Play just released this one, but it's a Reiner Knizia game from originally from 1999. Again, this 15 to 30 minute. This one of the four that I got from the All Play kick crowdfunding, this one I think I thought I'd like the least, and I probably liked the most. And Money is a really fantastic kind of auction game. You have some piles of money currency cards out, and there's like two different piles, and everyone is going to select some cards, and you can select as however many you want that you're going to basically bid to take or to exchange with what's in the market. And the interesting thing is everyone's going to get their cards and then they're going to lay them out. Now whoever has like the highest total value gets to go first. And if some other player has a handout that you is actually better than what's in the market, you can swap your hand with theirs and take their hand. Now they can still, doesn't really hurt them because they were going to get rid of their what was in the hand. That now they have both that are still available to them in the market. But unless and if they like yours, I think if they like what you gave them, I guess they can keep it. But it's you're trying to get like either all of one currency. There's a rules like you need to get $200 in value or more to score the face value of everything. If you are between like 100 and 199, then you lose 100 points off the face value of the currency. So if you don't have more than $100 in that currency, then if you don't have, then you get nothing if you have less than 100, but you're gonna have to deduct that. So you want to try to get as high as you can. So if you get like the 190, that currency is only going to be worth 100 or 90. So, but then you can also, if you have like the 320s or the 330s of that currency, then those are worth bonuses. So you might be losing the 100, but you might gain 200, for having three of those each denomination type of thing. So you're constantly and you're trying to see what other people are going for. And it's just a really fun game. Again, this is Money by Reiner Knizia. All right, what was next? Oh, and then the last one in this group is Vegas Strip. This one, I got to look this one up again, but you are basically trying to take money from casinos that are, what is it called? It's a bluffing game with hidden information, and you're trying to basically use these little poker chips or little tiles, and you are putting them into the different casinos. And when you score in a corrupt casino, so each of us are going to know, we're each going to know of a casino that's corrupt, but we can't bid to win in the one that we know is corrupt. So you're trying to figure out which other casinos are corrupt, because if you win there, then the highest bidder wins the jackpot. But if it's a non-corrupt casino, then whoever has the most points there loses, and then everyone else gets points equal to their bid. So you don't know, you only know of one out of I think 6 casinos. You only know one, so you're trying to figure out which of the others are going to be corrupt, and you want to be the high person in that one, because then you get all the money, no one else gets anything. So you're working on that, trying to figure that out. And it's really interesting, and there's some power up cards, and things that can happen based on where you place, and you might get a bonus for being the first person to place a token in this particular casino and things like that on your first turn. But a lot of different things like that. All right. Then I also played some Castle Combo, and that's a really fantastic game if you haven't played it. Again, it's a quick card game that's a lot of fun to play. Let's see what else. I've played Jamaica again. I've talked about this one before. You're racing. It's like a pirate game. You're in a pirate ship. You're racing around the island of Jamaica, hoping to land where the pirate treasure is to get treasure cards. But sometimes those have cursed treasures, or they might have a special power-up bonus, or they might just be worth more points at the end of the game. But your treasure can be stolen if you get into combat with someone. And if you land in a space with someone, you immediately go into combat with them. And depending on where you're landing on the board, you might have to pay food. If you're out at sea, if you're in port, you got to pay money, and you've got to use these cards and the roll of the dice to determine, you got to get goods into your ship's hold, but you can lose those at the same time. And if you don't have enough to pay the fee or the food, then you I forgot. It's like I forgot what they call it, but basically, you don't have enough. It's a shortage, I think, is what it's called. So then you roll these other dice, and you'll end up basically going backwards on the board. So you want to make sure you have enough to make payments, so that you're not going backwards. All right. Then Great Western Trail, the second edition. I got to play Great Western Trail for the very first time. I absolutely fell in love with this game. I cannot wait to play this one again. I really enjoyed this game. This so much fun, and it was like my first time playing. So just trying to figure it out. It looked like a lot. There is a lot going on, but I feel as if I caught on fairly quickly. I'm still a little confused. I think I got to reread the book, the instruction book, but the whole thing with like moving down the train and delivering your food, and then there's an option to I think you can pay to move things for some reason it wasn't clicking, which is bad because it's like probably the main point of the game. But everything else clicked, and I really liked with the bandits or the weather danger, the different dangers that can be placed out there. And it was really neat how you can maybe set up a tile or a city or a town or whatever that you can place, and then maybe if someone else goes through there, they got to pay you money, and then it's like trying to manipulate the board so that, okay, well, they go this way, there's a bunch of hazards. If they go this way, they're gonna have to pay me, but they only pay me a coin as opposed to 3 or 4 going through the hazards. But then once those hazards get removed, then everybody starts going around you. So and then they may choose, I'm either going to pay you 1 or pay the hazard 2. I'm going to pay 2 to the hazard to the bank, as I'm not giving you a coin. So it's fun that way. It was interesting. I remember kept going, what? You're giving away 2 or 3 coins? I'm only taking 1. Come on, But it's a lot of fun. Great Western Trail second edition is fantastic. And then to round out my month, so it wasn't a busy month, but I did play a lot of I think everything was a first time except I think Jamaica. I think everything and Finspan. And those are the only 2 games that I played that I previously played. Everything else was new for me to play, which is pretty cool. But I did finish off the month. I got to play Cyclades, the Legendary Edition, and I'm trying to remember this one. It wasn't even that far long ago, but let's see, Cyclades. I got to look this one back up. And this was, I think, an area control, if I remember. Oh yeah, this was cool. So you got these heroes and you got these monsters, and so you got this world kind of set up where it's like a bunch of islands with water, and so it's a strategic bidding game that they tell you here. I'm just going to, because it says you must balance your finances to optimize various actions provided by the different gods, and so you can trying to get your armies out and to achieve certain objectives. And once you have I think it's 3 metropolises, and I think you win, and I had like two and I was going for my third, and then someone got a power that allowed them to basically teleport across the map, boom, right to my area, and they wiped me out. Because I did have a large army where my metropolis was, because I didn't think that they could teleport like that. I was like, oh, I've got a built up, kind of trying to protect my area. Well, they kind of came in and wiped out, and then that was it for me. But you get all these different abilities with these gods that can give you special powers for your heroes, and there's monsters that you can try to hold off enemies, and but you've got to pay. You're paying something. I don't remember what it was. You're paying something at the start of the turn to keep that monster in play, and it's really fun. I really did like Cyclades. And then the last game I played of the month was Five Tribes, and it's the Jins of Nagala, the Jins of Nagala. So this is from Days of Wonder. It's a Bruno Cathala game, 40 to 80 minutes. This one is a Mancala style game, and this was a new one for me as well. Like not like I haven't never even played Mancala, and so there was quite a bit of learning here, but this was really fascinating, like trying to move the pieces and trying to look at where, okay, if I go here, I got so many pieces, how am I going to get, I want to take this tile, but I need to end with a certain color. Which around me can I take that has that color and then has enough spaces for me to drop a piece everywhere to end getting that particular color on that square? It was really cool. I really was impressed with this game, and yeah, I liked it a lot. And I'm hoping that I can play this one again too. Again, my group has it, so I don't expect it to be a tough one to get played again. But that wraps up my June. So if I go, I just want to quickly see. I had 21 plays in June of 14 different games. So if I look at, I guess I'm only down, I had 36 plays in May and 36 in April compared to 21 in June. So it's dropped a bit, and I expect July is going to be pretty light too, because I got family visiting, and have not played much recently. But probably in August it's going to step up, because Gen Con, I'm going to get a lot of games in there, and I expect I'll be doing a lot of gaming in August to get back up. Even in July, today is the 14th of July. I've only played 5 games in July. It's like this is terrible. I need to step it up, right? But we'll get more going. But anyways, I really appreciate you checking out this month in review. Again, I do ask if you would please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you'll never miss when we're dropping new content. Thank you so much for supporting us. We're trying really hard to get to 500 subscribers, and with your help, we can get there. So please share these videos with friends, neighbors, family, whoever you think might enjoy it. Feel free to put comments in below in the YouTube comments. We do read them, and we'll comment on them. And again, we have our bi-weekly podcast. So either in your audio format, you can look for This Board Game Life for the podcast. We do every 2 weeks, and you can hear both Rob and I. And you can also watch it here on YouTube, the video format. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Share it out. But we are trying to get the subscribers up on the YouTube here for us. Again, thank you so much. Hope you have a fantastic day of gaming, and we'll see you at the table.